Reconnect. Right, sorry about that. Right, just lost your mic. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AMD DotA 2 Open Tournament, brought to you by AMD, obviously, and organized by eClub, and with the gaming gears of Razer itself. My name is FLAVA, and we're now at match B in between Secret Water.My versus FishBaLL in the middle of Low Yat Plaza itself. And welcome to the Twitch TV watchers at the twitchtv.com/eClub live. We're going through the captain's mode, the bans and picks for both sides. And to the people of Low Yat Plaza, you can just come down to watch the match live between both teams. And where in the Radiant side, we have Team Secret Water.My. And on the Dire side, we have FishBaLL, where they'll be doing the drafts first on the bans. And here we go. Alright, so basically we're just going through the bans where we say we're banning these few heroes who's going to be in the game itself, alright? So FishBaLL just start off with a ban on Trend Protector, the first ban. Right, and that goes ban on Bat Rider. I said not much of a surprise because usually in Captain's mode, you didn't want the other team to pick up Bat Rider first because when they're not banned out, they usually will be in the first pick itself. And it's always a pain in the ass because basically Bat Rider tends to be very hurtful throughout from the stick in the palm as well as the Firefly itself. Right, and FishBaLL decides to ban off on Darkseer, the second ban, the off lane AoE, small AoE dealer, but it deals high damage at the early stage of the game itself, especially with the Wall of Replica. Serve its purpose in end game, being a tanker, support at the same time, but also serve as killer at one point of the game itself. Right? So we just still gotta wait through for the second ban coming from Team Secret Water.My. And for those who are in Low Yat Plaza, welcome. You're tuning in to the match in between FishBaLL but the Secret Water.My, which is live on Twitch TV by eClub. And this is a single elimination tournament brought to you by AMD itself, where we have the AMD booth situated at the ground floor of Low Yat Plaza itself. And since the Secret Water.My decides to ban off on Nyx Assassin, the second ban, so the game won't be much. I was kind of hoping Nyx would be in the game because it's always fun to see some ganking, especially when you're in the hero with ulti and with stun, especially having that shocking tit skill with the carapace. And FishBaLL just start off the pick with Lone Druid. It kind of sickens the game when there's a Lone Druid in the thing, because basically the Spirit Bear is a pain in the ass and it always makes it interesting in a way, but it's kind of hard to deal with Lone Druid at one point of the game, especially when you're fat. Fat as in, for those viewers, fat doesn't mean in size, but in terms of items, it means that more items becomes more fat. And we'll be going through two picks come from the Team Secret Water.My. I need a short form for this team. I'm not going to call them Water. Calling them Secret will sound weird, but it's okay. Alright, and decide to pick up on Rubik right off the bat, the first pick, who's going to be in the tri-lane, and Lifestealer is going to be the carry itself, or the tri-lane itself. Lifestealer. And so it's going to be interesting when they have a Visage as a second pick for Team FishBaLL. Always painful to see that throughout the attacks. We have the soul assumptions, like Griff Heaper's cloak right there. Griff chill, providing slow. Soul assumption, when you're dealing as much damage as you can to his lane, especially at the early stage of the game, it deals a higher damage itself. And we're going through the banning phase, the third banning phase itself, coming from Secret Water.My decides to ban off on Shadow Demon. So since they're not going to pick it for their trial itself, they just decide to ban off to ensure that the other team doesn't pick it out. So Shadow Demon is off the game, so we won't be seeing much of it, of a draggy kind of catching going on towards the tri lane. And FishBaLL decides to ban on Akasha, which is Queen of Pain, QFP. So basically trying to ban off any heroes which may be a possibility they will pick for Team Secret Water.My, because basically they haven't picked out the mid hero yet. Actually both sides haven't picked yet. So knowing that if FishBaLL bans it, they didn't want it and they didn't want the opponent to even have it also. So we still don't see any bans on a few mid heroes such as Puck or Magnus yet. So maybe possibly one of those two will be picked out in the game itself. So we're going through another ban phase, which is the fourth ban coming from Team Secret Water.My. So it seems that the Low Yat Plaza is kind of crowded with more and more people coming in after work, after bringing all the kids to buy new laptops, new computers for schools. Welcome. What you're looking at in the middle of the plaza itself is the AMD DotA 2 tournament 2013, brought to you by AMD and organized by eClub. And for those who are interested in the Razer gaming gear system, you can just come down here and have a look towards the gaming gears that is being used throughout the tournament itself, especially their personal own Razer equipments brought by the players itself. We have the Razer Death Eater mouse being used in the tournament itself, as well as the Razer Death Soccer by myself and not the players. And coming back into the game itself, alright, so basically decided to ban off on Puck from Team FishBaLL. So quite a surprise, so since Puck is already banned off, so Magnus is still out there trying to be picked, or it might not be picked at all, or maybe it's gonna be some kind of secret kind of pick that's gonna go on through the game. And Secret Water.My decides to ban off on Clocker right off the bat right there. So the initiator's not right there, the ganker's not there. And so basically the tri-lane is already complete for Team Secret Water.My when they picked up on Jakira. So basically Rubik's got to start initiating by lifting up the hero, and Jakira's going to provide support by doing Ice for dual breath, providing stuns and slows, where Ice equals to stuns and everything, and Lifesteal's going in for the kill. And FishBaLL decides to pick up the off lane with Weaver. Right, so we have a Sarge right there, Lone Druid. Lone Druid can be offlane at one point, Weaver can be offlane at one point. I think they will decide on which, the game will start up and will determine which one will go on with the offlane itself at one point. Alright, and we're looking to the Twitch TV coming from, it sounds like someone's having a football game on in the background. It's not a stadium or something, but it's a Low Yat Plaza, so you can't blame me for this thing. So basically we're at a shopping mall. It's the Low Yat shopping mall itself. Good place to buy your gaming gears, your equipments for schools and university and college at the same time, right? And seems that Team Secret Water.My just picked up a Dragon Knight. It's got to be served as a carry itself. For Team Secret Water.My, 2 carries you can see in the game. So probably at one time we can expect Dragon Knight itself to be in mid lane for Team Secret Water.My, because having that Dragon's Blood itself, it provides him with the higher defense and provides with the health regeneration. So it serves as a ward point that he can survive in lanes. You know, when you have low health itself, just one tango and a few regenerations come from Dragon's Blood itself can make you stay in the lane as long as you can and gives you high levels at one point. And he needs those items itself, right? So we're still gonna wait till which hero is gonna be picked up by FishBaLL itself. Who's gonna be in mid for FishBaLL? Is it gonna be Magnus? It's not gonna be Bat, right? It's already banned off. It's not gonna be Puck. It's not gonna be QOP. So we'll just wait through who's gonna be. It's kind of like impatience going on right here, because the game is gonna just rip out right off the bat as soon as it starts. And there we go. FishBaLL just picked up on Sand King, right? So basically side game is going to be in tri lane. It's quite impossible to see side game in an off lane, or it's going to roam around. But see, but throughout normal games, it's all side game will set itself as being on tri lane itself. So it's going to be in Visage, hopefully. Right, with Lone Druid or Weaver itself, because both of them can be offlane at one point. Both of them have this initiative for making a run for it. Weaver has this Shikuchi, and Lone Druid can just rely on the Spirit Bearer itself to make a run for it. And we're just going to go through the 5th ban, come from Team Secret Water.My. So as you can see from my view right here is that Team FishBaLL is on my right, which is the one facing the escalator itself, and the one on my left is from Team Secret Water.My, which is facing against escalator. Not sure about you guys' view, right? The one closest elevator is actually the Secret Water.My, right? And you can see a few fans and a few people around. Basically, it's either the opponents tries to see which one of them is going to win and proceed to the next round. So knowing your opponent will be good, seeing through the draws and how the gameplay is going. And afterwards, we'll be having match C and match D in between the Sil versus Low Yat.net esports. As when you hit Low Yat.net esports, it's come from this Low Yat itself, right? And match D will be between Impressive versus Narastacks. For match D, which will be going on after the match between the Sil and Low Yat.net esports, right? Alright, interesting enough, coming back into the game, that the last 2 bans that came up from Team FishBaLL is that they just banned off from Magnus, knowing that they haven't picked the mid hero yet, as well as, not sure if about them. So they seem they tried to ban off from Magnus as well as Obsidian Destroyer. So this should be an interesting mid lane going on. We'll just see through who's going to be in the last pick come from Team Secret Water.My. And hopefully it's going to be a surprise, because it's kind of hard, because usually all the fun picks are already out. There's no Caution, there's no Magnus, and there's no Puck in the game. FishBaLL just banned out a few of the interesting heroes in the game, usually in Captain's Boat. And while Secret Water.My just banned out on Obsidian Destroyer. And the one with Mirana is the last pick for Secret Water.My, and the drops is complete for that team. And we might still be waiting for the last pick come from Team FishBaLL, and there we go. So it seems that it's either Visage or Weaver itself is going to be in mid lane, or is it Lone Druid? It's hard, because any one of them is capable of being in mid lane itself. And here we go. So basically this game starts off as both teams already picked out the games. And that goes the full view. Wow, a lot of shares right here. Let's have a look at what we have. General and Valor Tempest Wing. Let's go with Mega Kills by Storm Spirit. Announcer by Axe. Alright, that'd be interesting. It's a good time to pick, because basically they're just still waiting on to decide the strategies. That goes pause and everything, right? So basically we'll be having Secret Water Mink. We'll be using Lifestealer itself. It's gonna be the carry. As Secret Water Pulpaz is gonna be using Mirana. And Jakira will be used by Secret Water. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's okay. So basically Dragon Knight is by Secret Water LC. Secret Water Yao will be using Rubik for Team Secret Water. And while on Team FishBaLL we have XKY using Bounty Hunter with Brian RRR. It's too long to pronounce, but I can't read the other half of it. And Cloud will be using Weaver right off the bat with Sid. We have that Visage right there with For the Dreams using Sand King. It's hard when names are too long, they just don't fit into the game. And here we go. We're still waiting to see which one of both sides is going to be in mid lane. It's always interesting. I mean, for me, it's kind of clear for Secret Water because it's not that clear actually. Because basically we can have Mirana in mid lane. We can have Dragon Knight in mid lane, and while in the Team FishBaLL, so we can have Lone Druid doing solo in the off lane itself, and we can have Visage in mid lane, or we can even have Weaver is going to be off lane obviously, and Bounty Hunter is not going to be mid. So we need to have one capable itself of trying to fan off the attacks from both sides. With down sound, the game begins, and a count and the creep spawns out from both sides. Match B begins in between the match between Secret Water.My versus FishBaLL itself. right? It's kind of hard to scroll when you're holding two stuffs at one time and trying to have a drink at the same time. And the mid is revealed. Finally, so we'll be having Dragon Knight in mid lane versus with the Lone Druid with a cute little spirit bear right here. We can't call that a bear anymore because basically it's a panda right now. They should change the name at some point because basically whenever you change your set, it should be changed up. And since that in bottom we have Knights, not good combo right here because we have Knights also winning. And Bounty Hunter is bottom with solo, so Bounty Hunter is going to be the carry versus Knights. Not sure if that's capable enough, so we'll see how skills shows difference. And we have the tri-lanes in top lane. Between Mirana right here, and here comes Jakira. Is that Rubik right there? And that is a Rubik. And on the other side, we have Weaver with Visage and Sand King in top lane. This should be interesting enough. We have to with the proper placements of from the arrow itself, with proper liftings. And it's kind of hard when you want to aim Weaver because he has that Shikuchi skill. Right, and you can just make a run for it, and you can see that charge on top of Visage's head is dangerous when the charge reaches at a high level because you can see that there's like 5 bars right there, 6 bars, I'm not sure which I'm looking, but whenever it reaches 6 bars and you unleash the attack, it deals even more damage rather compared to lower bars, right? Mid seems to be doing fine. Spirit Bear trying to ensure that the creep doesn't proceed further into the area of the tower itself, so that it's easier for him to get the last hit. And Dragon Knight is being very passive in the lane because basically that Spirit Bear is being a pain in the ass trying to disturb the farming from Dragon Knight. And seems that despite Knights having generation right here, Bounty Hunter is doing quite well with Knights in bottom lane. As you can see, that shining part coming from Bounty Hunter right there shows that he has that Janata, the second skill itself. So it's easier to get that last hit, especially when you have a critical. And Knights has the advantage of having the second skill with the feast, the passive. Life leech will be at 4% for the health points, so it's very dangerous when versing with heroes against which has attributes of strength. So we just have drip to the last hits going on through the game, and it seems that Lone Druid is doing quite well with 12 last hits, and coming up in second is Dragon Knight. So basically Dragon Knight is holding up quite well in the mid lane versus with Lone Druid, and in the cool 12. Dragon Knight has an extra 1 right there, but it's okay. And Weaver's coming up with 3rd, and Knights at the same time with 11 kills. So Weaver's using his last hits to the best almost. So Visage not being very aggressive right here, so basically Visage is positioned behind Weaver. Very nice breath fire right there. Not sure why he points out the breath fire. So it's like to stun off at the Spirit Bear. Not sure if that's a good idea. And he got hit up by the tower itself. Not a good call even.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Dragon Knight relies on the bottom.
Much like cordwood
charges
before
generation,
action
spamming off Breath of Fire performance because he knows it's not going to be easy to deal against the Spirit Bear, so the Spirit Bear always interrupts in the lane. So basically using Breath of Fire is also farm at one point and deal damage towards the hero directly. And let's have a look to bottom lane. It seems that Knights and Bounty Hunter is battling it out in bottom lane.
Radiant's middle
So
tower is
since
under
in
attack.
both sides there's not much engagement going on, so we're hoping for the tri-lane to actually make it interesting for the viewers to solve, right? So we can see that people around from Low Yat just looking out from the far end.
First blood.
That goes first blood in top lane by Visage. A 2-0 kill in the top lane itself. Seems that Jakira Swaz Rubik just went down in top lane and were able to maybe probably a nice catch and high damage produced by Visage itself. So assumption, skill to watch out for. And in the 5th minute, seems that team FishBaLL is leading 2-0 from Secret Water. It is still an early stage of the games. It's still only 5 minutes, so we're still waiting. The game can extend to up a point where, you know, it's never too late. And let's have a look to Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight has a nice bottle up haste right there in the bottle. So he should be using for chasing power. And seems that bottom lane, it seems that Knights won't be having a problem. He doesn't have any regenerations left. He doesn't have any tangos. And Bone Hunter with the Orb of Venom right there, providing with slow, plus with the Janata itself. It's very nice. And already has a track inside with Bone Hunter. And as all know, track gives you extra gold for every time you kill, as well as the other heroes of your teammate. They will to kill, they will get bonus gold as well. So you need to be close by to kill, because some people, they just don't have the map awareness to just have a look at, you know, I'm almost there, you should let me be around you to get those extra goals, but it's okay. And there goes the Spirit Bear, or should I call it Spirit Panda? Not much of a spirit, but it's okay. Dragon Knight mid, this is what we're gonna say, because Dragon Knight, once he has the Dragon Blood, so he can survive nicely in the lane with having the higher health regeneration with the extra armor, where you know as level 1 he has a 3 armor, and top after having that devastating kill. So hopefully they don't make a mistake again for team Secret Water. There goes attack. Oh my god, got hit by arrow right here. Sand King needs to make a run for this. Got lifted up on Rubik. Sand King goes down. Weaver is trying to make a game change right here. Hopefully Weaver can make a change. Shikuchi anytime now, making a run for it. And he is out of the area of the ward. And down goes Priest of the Moon. This time, a 2-to-1 trade-off. Doesn't look good right there. Despite having killing Sand King. POTM with Rubik just went down. And Bohanir tries to chase off Jakiro right here. Will he succeed? Having the Orb Venom providing a slow. Last hit with an extra goal. Job well done by Bonhar. And you can see in mid lane, it's also beautiful to see the Dragon Knight in Dragon form. Always scary and green in color. So green shows poison. So he has that passive poison inside his attack at the same time. And where level 11, when it has a Dragon form, it should be in red color. So in terms of fires, like a splash damage. And it's also interesting at level 16 because he'll be having that ice dragon form, blue color, high splash. We're now at the 8 minute and 30 seconds mark in the game, and seems that Team FishBaLll is currently leading 5-1 in the match for the AMD tournament, match B. And mid is not going aggressive at all. Seems that Dragon Knight just casted off Breath of Fire, but it didn't do much damage to the Spirit Bear as well. But it's worth a try. Oh my god, Spirit Bear is already at 2.7k health. It's not that easy to kill off the Spirit Bear. So probably at having 2.7k health means that he's at level 4 with Spirit Bear form. So maybe, you know, in the early stage 9 minutes. Oh, top's quite interesting. That goes Swarm by. And that goes stun by Jakiro. And who is right here? That goes Dragon Knight. Big stun, and he has high durability itself.
Dyer's bottom tower is taking
Visage is in trouble right here. And that goes Ice Blast and Dual Breath at the same time. And making a comeback with a 2-0 trade-off. The Secret Water.My just got up from 1-5 to 3-5, closing the gap by 2.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And since Dragon Knight just left out the mid lane, since that Lone Druid managed to kill off in the mid lane the tier 1 tower, the first ever tier 1 tower that ever goes down in the game. At a 9 minute and 40-second mark. And the case decides to come back to mid lane, trying to farm a bit by bit. And it seems that Lone Druid is out of the lane itself. And even bottom has no heroes as well. And in top you can see that in the lane we have Weaver. And it seems that everybody's trying to hide off or maybe farming. It depends on how the game goes and it depends on strategy and execution of the strategy itself at the same time. Because No strategy works when you can't execute it well. It can be as perfect as it is, but whenever one makes a mistake, it always goes havoc and the game doesn't go well itself, right? So hopefully based on the drafts itself, we see that having share pushing power itself in Lone Druid managed to push off mid lane being solo just now despite not being in the war. So you can say it's a force to be reckoned with. So we should watch out for Lone Druid because whenever you leave him alone, he is capable of pushing up tower within two spawns of the creep soul. Should watch out, and beautiful Visage right there. Alright, and let's just have a look to the kills, death and assist right here, right? So it seems that Trevor leading the game. Bounty Hunter is leading with 2 kills and 1 death. Despite having 2 kills, he did die once, so it's considered as 1 kill. That's okay. Alright, and Weaver and DK both got 1 kill at the same time, and Visage, despite having 1 kill, he's not in the league, he died off once, as well as Price of the Moon, and Jakiro with 1 kill and 2 death, and Rubik with 2 death at the bottom of the placement itself, alright? The current kills on both sides, still center rate despite highest being 600 by Rubik. Oh my god, engagement top lane. Rubik goes down easily right there. And there goes Ice Blood by Jakiro. Dual Breath going in. So I'm not sure chasing is enough. He's trying to chase off Nyx. Nyx might not be able to kill off right here. Ice Block once again towards Visage, and Visage managed to make a run for it. And Rubik's back into the lane. See that FishBaLL just took away those 2 kills that they lost before and increasing the gap by 4 as they managed to get 7-3 at 12th minute right now. So basically we just have looked at difference in the experience earned for both sides. So the experience more or less reaches out to 1.2k of the game. And it's sided with FishBaLL 1 point. I think the result, because basically you can see from the scores itself that she's leading from 7 kills to 3 death. So that will explain why. And in terms of difference in gold earned, it seems that FishBaLL is currently leading with 3.4k. That's quite a lot. I think it will self-explain because knowing that Bounty Hunter is on the other side of the team, so the idea is you need to own in terms of the kill itself because it's going to be problematic itself. Because if your team doesn't own and they have more kills equals more gold plus more bounties. So it's kind of like doubling up. 7-3 will result more or less like a 10-3 at one point. Alright, and you can see that Lone Druid's on mid lane. You can see the beautiful bottom lane with Dragon Knight right there with double damage. And it seems that Lone Druid just teleported from mid lane to bottom lane, trying to fan off the attack coming from Dragon Knight. Not sure if he can do this. It seems that Dragon Knight is not stopping, he's attacking directly to the tower itself. And he was denied by the Lone Druid. Lone Druid needs to make a run for this. So Dragon Knight is not taking a chance right here. He decides to back off, knowing that anything can happen inside the game. He doesn't want to get caught. And chasing enough in top. Big track by Bounty Hunter right there. Big lifted up by Rubik. Ice Path goes in, and that goes stunned by Sand King. Sandstorm is in, and that's a sentry right there providing vision. So they're trying to kill off on Weaver. Last kill of Visage. Ice Path. Down goes Visage right there. 3-1 trade off as Rubik goes down. So these 4 are just gonna keep pushing on the top lane, knowing that there's only one hero defending the top, and that hero is called Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure if he has the sheer power trying to fan up against attacks from 4 heroes.
Dyer's top tower is
A missed out arrow by BOTM, but still a nice shot. He's basically just trying to fan up to ensure that Bounty Hunter stays away from the lane. And they're still gonna push through, and knowing that Jakiro has, no he doesn't have, but it's okay. So they're trying to push off, letting Dragon Knight getting all damage. He can tag as much as he can. He has a Dragon Blood. No worries about that. And since that from that, you can see that Nyx already has an armlet itself. That will explain why the health just went up and down. So taking it back into the face itself, a 3-1 trade-off right off in top lane, which shortens up, which sided out with Secret Water. The game results is now 6-8, and 8 belongs to FishBaLL at the 15-minute mark. And bottom is between the crazy Spirit Panda with Nyx and bottom lane. Oh my god, and that Bot Hunter tries to track off a Nyx right there. Jakira going on bottom. Who's coming on the bottom this time? Rubik.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It seems that the top is with 3 heroes between Sand King and Visage and Weaver right here. And we have an engagement in mid, and BO1 just tracked up from Praise of the Moon just in case he uses up ulti. The 1 point you don't want to miss out on heroes like this.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under
since
attack.
BO1 has
Radiant
the
structures
faces right
are
there, so he
fortified.
doesn't have a problem trying to get those last hits up to hits from tower from tier 1.
Axe observes carnage underway.
So top
and
with
Radiant's
Sand
top
King,
tower.
with Weaver right here, with Sash. Maybe they're trying to take the top tier
Dire's
1
middle
tower.
tower
After taking up
is
the
under
mid
attack.
one, they decide to have
The
another
red
one.
mist spreads.
It's kind of
and
like
Radiant's
vengeance going
middle
on. Just
tower.
basically, they just lost one, you know, take this back. I want my tower back.
Dire's
So
middle
basically,
tower
all the
is
money
not
we
what
lost.
it used to be.
Need back
That
the
is
money.
for certain. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Alright, and good tune to how the game goes. So we're just gonna see through the progress of from the heroes for both sides. So we can hear it. Jakira is gonna do the warding for the teams to solve.
Radiant's
Tokyo
bottom
team's gonna be
tower
the
is
carry
under
for
attack.
some time. And see Dragon Knight houses progress after being in mid. He already has a drum endurance right there with the bottle since he
Radiant's
got from the start of the
bottom
game.
tower
So
has
we
been
did
laid
power traps.
low.
And coming back to the game. So we'll just see how the score sheets are for both sides. Okay, go game stats and hero level. Let's go for that. So for those viewers watching to the Twitch TV itself, we can't cast much because basically it's an on-site, so basically they can hear the shoutcasting going on. So we can't reveal much of what's going on throughout the game. So hopefully you will understand. So we're just gonna click on through heroes bit by bit. So can't explain much is gonna go through the game. So not much trolling going on, not much explanations, but we'll just reveal as much as we can to relevant to the game. And for those who are located in Low Yat Plaza, welcome to the AMD DotA 2 tournament brought to you by AMD. Brought to you by, organized by eClub itself. Right, some cards right now. There goes a catch, midday, and seems that Knight's got himself a killing spree. They're trying to catch up on Lone Druid right here, but not a good catch. Rubik being very aggressive. I don't think Rubik should be going right there because he's being alone. And there goes the stun.
Double kill.
Double kill, a 2-2 trade-off. We'll be seeing another kill right here. They're trying to fend off on Knights, and Knights goes down. And there's another Ice Spot. It's always scary how Ice Spot keeps coming out bit by bit. You know, he has a low cooldown right here, but where Ice Spot is at the 10-second cooldown, while Dual Breath is already at 10-second cooldown as well. It depends on which skill was taken out at the same time. So you can see that why both skills do come out in appropriate order because both of them have the same cooldown at the same time, right? And for those viewers in Twitch TV, you'll be surprised that I can't hear the voice of the game because this is being projected through the speakers in Low Yat, so it's quite far. I had a co-shotcaster just now, and I can't even hear her speak. It was actually from RGN, Lady Mirgas, right? So I think she's listening to the cast herself, right? It's kind of sad because I can't hear her voice because the speakers are located like 10 meters away from myself, so I can't hear myself talking or even her talking in some of the communications. So if that's a ping in the map, so basically I have to be aware to is the signs rather than the sound. You can see the bottom lane itself. BO1 decides he already has the drum endurance right there. So for survivability, so it's good to have drum endurance because it has a bracing side, so it gives you STR values. And as well as giving you a bit of mana, having the Robe and Magi right there. So teams are missing from the map. Nobody's revealing himself, and yeah, we have a lone druid in the mid part of the game. Let's see what lone druid has. Seems that the cute little panda right there already has the Millstorm. And well, bottom lane, let's just have a look. Knights with the Armor of Morrigan right here. And well, Prince of the Moon is going to go with Blade of Alacrity. 2 Blades of Alacrity, showing that he might be going for Diffusal Blade later on, maybe right after this. And you can see Jakiro having that same ward, right? He might be warding 1 point of the game. And even Rubik's doing warding just in case Jakiro doesn't have good placements of it. So Bunny Hunter trying to track off any kind of heroes he can find. Make it rough, right? They're trying to chase off a Dragon Knight right here. Dragon Knight is kind of stuck right here, trying to block off. And I go see Jinada right there. Dragon Knight goes down. Jakiro just let off his ulti right there, right off the bat, misses out a few heroes. So they're trying to search for a hero right here. I think they're trying to search for Rubik, but I think Rubik may run for it. There's 5 heroes here in the bottom lane, but she's so scared to see the Sergeant back there, ensure that he doesn't die, because he needs to ensure that he spams out that soul consumption. And you can see the damage indicator at the top there. The higher the levels is, the more damage it deals. It's based on the damage that happens towards the enemy side. So you need to watch out in the meters. So whenever it's unleashed, you need to be careful. Usually they won't unleash it at 0 bars. That one doesn't make sense itself, especially in tournament. They should know what they're doing. So try to push out right here, lone druid in the bottom lane. So basically using that Spirit Panda, sorry again. We need to change this thing, right? They should change the name as well as soon as it changes at the same time.
Radiant's towers are fortified, just like Axe.
Right, it's kind of sickening that, you know, Jakiro keeps banging off that ice, but the dual breath at the same time. Yes, it's not sufficient enough to kill off all the creepy soul, but it's good in terms of mitigation, but not good enough. So it seems that in 22-minute mark, FishBaLL is leading Secret Water by gap of 4 kills, 13-9. And we still don't see both sides giving up at 1 point of the game itself. And that's a beautiful career right there. What we're seeing is a baby Roshan with the Ice Frost Victus. It should be a Frost Victus right there, I'm not sure. It's kind of icy, kind of glacy right there. Very nice one. Not sure whose one is that, but it's okay. So we're just gonna see the experience per minute itself. It seems I'm leading in first place itself is Weaver at 400. It has a, instead of Weaver, Knights and Lone Druid is having an average of 400 plus per minute experience itself. And we'll go through the kills. Knights were leading despite having a backdrop right there. Knights leading 4-1, which explains much because it has high damage coming from Armor itself and has kind of like the slight BKB coming from first kill. And Jakiro coming on 3rd place before death, despite, you know, still 2 kills, so it gives him 3rd place. As he's looking out in top lane, oh my god, Weaver already has a Lincoln Sphere right there, so this is not gonna be linked. It's not gonna be easy to kill off because knowing that Lincoln Sphere, no one repels one certain kind of magic attacks itself. 1 point, and then he has that time lapse. It's always painful to deal with this kind of heroes. And engagement's going on in Roshan. And there goes stun. Ice Spot going in. Jakiro with dual breath. Will the ulti come out? Ulti misses out, no heroes in sight. So they're trying to kill off on Dragon Knight, just kills off. Doing bye-bye Sankey coming back into the game. Maybe he's trying to drop. And Bounty Hunter goes down this time. A 2-1 trade-off. And they're still trying to chase off on Sankey. Sankey just got back into the game. He shouldn't die at this point. He should make a run for this, or else he'll be away. Sankey goes down after a buyback.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Scary dual breath right there. My gosh, look at that Raid Blazing Dragon Knight right there. They have 2 dragons positioned in the Radiant side, and they managed to close out the gap bit by bit, having it 4. At max they have the 4 kill gap, but now they have 1. He says Secret Water is trying to catch up back in terms of kills itself. They are now 13-14. Despite that, FishBaLll is still leading by 1 kill. And despite all that, even since FishBaLll already has Bounty Hunter in the team, so it seems that the kills feels more valuable compared to the other side. You know, it gives you extra. And that marks that sound, that gong, that's not even a gong, that sound, that song, alright? That's a marks that Roshan is killed. So Weaver took the Aegis. It sounds a bit more like just now's game, you know, in between Myth versus which one just now? I forgot already. But that's okay. Right? Team Poop. Alright. Poop versus Myth, right? It's always Weaver is gonna be the one who's gonna be taking the Aegis. So despite having a Lincoln, it's not even survivability, not even enough timelines itself. He even took the Aegis and Monster himself. If he dies for 3 times, I'm not sure what else to say, right? And because he positioned top lane, let's have a look at what Bounty Hunter has right here, right? So it seems that Bounty Hunter is still with the bottle and the face boost itself, so bottling to ensure that he has enough mana to actually track in the game and actually do the shadow walk and provide with high shuriken toss itself, because when you expand all this you need a lot of mana to just come back and kill some more. And let's have a look how Lone Druid's doing during the game. So we don't see where's the panda. It's always good to find a panda because usually he wouldn't be holding much items. And there goes the panda. My gosh, panda's doing good. Hype the stone with chainmail, so he might be going with Salt Kuras at one point in the game. As all Venom providing slow, and with Millstone. So he's not going on with attack speed, he's just going with mobility for face boot. And ensuring that Millstone already has a Glove of Haze inside, and with Hyperstone, so it's already enough attack speed for the Spirit Bear. And it's always good having Spirit Bear. Oh my gosh, and there goes arrow, it hits off. Maybe he was aiming for the bear, but you know, for me, I thought he was aiming for the other bear, but he misread, you know, because it looks like Panda and the other one looks like Lone Druid. It's okay, right? Maybe his intentions were really to hit off on the Panda itself, because maybe the Panda was too cute to kill, right? And bottom lane, we have Dragon Knight with Weaver right here, and Dragon Knight, they can run for it, right? Weaver's no longer there, maybe he's trying to play safe. And since here Rubik has the, from what I see is that he has the Sand King stun, Burst Strike is what we call it. And let's have a look at Nyx. Nyx already has his Skull Basher in his item list. Should be interesting. Items by items being made into the game. And since Lone Druid is trying to push up in mid lane, the cute little panda is trying to push up the tier 2 tower in the mid lane, no interruptions. And there goes the fortification. And there goes the arrow. Let's see who he hits up. Nobody. And he didn't manage to fan up. It was kind of late on the ice spot right there. He needs to take out that bear, take out the bear, take out the freaking bear. Bear goes down, 300 gold right there. You know, it seems like it's a bit like, you know, despite losing a bear, I'll just spawn one new one. It's okay. But you know, when you lose a bear, having 300 gold is quite an advantage. You need to stay off, especially when you have a bear with 2,700 health points off, right? And to the game, it seems that Low Yat is getting more and more crowded, people coming into the area. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AMD DotA 2 Tournament 2013. Brought to you by AMD, obviously, and organized by eClub. And with the gaming gear from Razer, we'll be having 2 booths right here. We have the AMD booth down here in the ground floor of the Low Yat Plaza, as well as it's not a Razer booth, but it's a booth, right? With laptops being displayed here using AMD inside of it. So what we're having right now is the match B for the AMD DotA 2 tournament, the open tournament itself, where tomorrow we'll be having the invitational version of the AMD tournament itself, where we'll be having Dustbin, Nail Stars, and 2 other teams going to be featuring with us, invited by AMD itself to have the tournament itself, alright? And what we're checking right now is a game between Secret Water versus FishBaLL, where FishBaLll is currently leading in the 30-minute mark by 40-13. Still 1 kill gap. So this should be an interesting game indeed, where both sides have a chance to win. So it still depends on which one makes a mistake first in the game. And from my view, you can see the items is being made bit by bit. And I just realized I've had a drink for the past 30 minutes, so I'm just going to take a sip for a while, right? And for those who can't make it to the Low Yat Plaza to see the match live, you can just tune in to the Twitch TV channel at www.twitchtv.com/eClub live, where we will be showing the scoreboards. I mean the match scoreboards, like the results and endgame result, who wins the match itself, alright? And what time? And we had a bit of delay because basically there was a DotA 2 update in the morning itself. And top lane we have Prince of the Moon. Let's have a look. Prince of the Moon has a face boost right there with Diffusal Blade, level 1. So maybe providing slow. And seems that let's just have a look through how games are. No heroes are positioned inside the map. I'm wondering where everybody is. Creeps are being attacking each other in lanes. No heroes inside. No heroes inside. Seems that both teams are either farming or they're trying to find each other. The crowd is expecting a gang to happen. Something you're seeing, come on, give me something to talk about. This basically can't reveal much right here. Alright, here we go. And finally it was revealed. Jakiro just went up in the front one. And Prince of the Moon just cast off arrow, missed out, no heroes in reach. Missed some ulti, it down goes Bonfire with Jakiro right off the bat. He would with Weaver. And they're trying to fan off right here. There goes the stun. He sees that Jakiro just bought back into the game. Oh my god, this is scary. They're trying to kill the panda. Kill the panda. Kill the panda. I mean, like, no, they were chasing as if it was a hero, but it's okay. So Panda managed to hide himself in between the trees. It's okay, he already made it back. And Shadow Water finally catch up to FishBaLL with a 2-to-1 trade-off just now. Jakiro brought back into the game, but he didn't engage back into the war. Maybe he didn't want to take a risk, so he decides to just buy back, just in case. So we're now in a tie. Secret Water and FishBaLL now 15 all at the 32-minute mark. We just had a really small engagement going on throughout the game. It was kind of sad. I was expecting even more itself in the game.
Double damage.
Ah, that should be better. This should be even better. So, alright. And let's see in the top lane itself. Wow, there goes Weaver with double damage in top lane. He already has a Desolator with Lincoln Sphere. So he has a Blade of Electricity right there. He won't be, obviously he's not going for the Diffusal Blade because basically he already has Desolator itself, right? So he's going on for Yasha later on. Maybe he's going for Manta. It's a waste for him to go for SNY with Sang and Yasha. Right, and let's have a look to the mid one. Oh my god, that Panda can really attack. Let's look at the attack speed. Let's have a look at how fast the Panda can hit, right? Attack speed at 237, 0.66 seconds per attack. Wow. And knowing that Nailstorm comes out, especially with Entangle, you don't want to get Entangled no matter what kind of BKB you buy, the expensive one, the new one, the old one. You will still get Entangled despite no matter what. So it's kind of painful. It's like, how you can counter such kind of Entangle unless you debuff it in some other way through Lincolns or other means, right? Because I tried it once with the Murloc Nightcrawler itself. You can debuff this kind of stuff. Any kind of debuff attack can escape yourself from Entangling Claws. But even despite having a BKB, you can get entangled by it. Alright, seems that the lane is pretty quiet right here. We don't see any heroes. Finally, PODM shows himself off. It's funny to see a map without any heroes itself. And Prince of the Moon. This is going to be interesting. It seems that Prince of the Moon already has the... No, the chasing part wasn't the Wriggle Pillar. No, it wasn't the boots. No, it wasn't the top bottle. It's actually the gem that he's holding. So everybody right now is in that position in lanes. Being so quiet. Actually, the creeps are farming themselves. No, since no heroes outside, so everybody's kind of playing it safe. We don't see no Panda, we don't see no Weaver, we don't see no POTM in lanes. Fine, we can see POTM in mid lane, and he has that regeneration bottle right there. Beautiful. Just in case. Just ensure that he doesn't die in the lane, but it's okay. and Weaver reveals himself. It's kind of hard where the only heroes that reveal himself is only like one by one. And you can see that attack coming from Weaver is kind of like in red color. That shows that he's having a Desolator in place. If not, it'll look like that ugly swarmy thingy, which is called the Javelin attack. And despite being having Desolator, you can spawn and stop the Javelin attack. But if you have an MKB and only release one, right? It's like having an MKB with a middle storm. It's not fun that way. Alright, shifting on to the topic, we'll just have a look, alright? So the difference between an experience between both sides itself, right? It seems that Team FishBaLL is currently leading in terms of experience. Probably 2.5. It should be around 7.4k experience itself at 1 point. So we'll just have a look through the levels later on afterwards, and we'll have to look through the difference in gold earned. So is that FishBaLL is leading in, oh my god, in more than almost 14k in terms of gold. So you can just imagine what you can buy for 14k itself. You can buy 2 divines at 1 point, almost 2 divines. But since it's shared by 5 people, so you can't buy 2 divines, can you? That should be from the bear itself, because the way it has a quick attack and everything. Right, so going through levels come from both sides. With the hero levels, which would explain why. It seems that Weaver and Bear, Weaver level 19 right now, with Lone Druid level 17. And going on the bottom of the list itself is Shakira level 9. We don't have to go through one by one. So is it going for the chase right here? That goes Nike. So to make a run for this. And here we go, nice Ice Mud right there. Dragon Ice Current dominating, hitting off bit by bit, using that 5 roam. 2 to 2. They try to kill off a Visage. Visage can run away from this. Down goes Visage. And Lone Druid managed to make a run from it, killing that panda, chase off that panda. No, panda's not there. So they got an extra goal came from Visage's little minions. Minions, we just reminded me of Despicable Me 2. It's okay, right? Stopper right there, clearing off the path, and a 3 to 2 trade-off right there. So it seems that finally Secret Water is leading in terms of kills with 18-17. Finally the game changer goes on. Seems that they are relying much on Knights to be a game changer right here, where Knights has the Abyssal Blade right now, where he defused the other team self, right? So lanes being empty right here. Quite surprised the one that went down, the border hunter himself. He shouldn't be engaging the game itself, because he knows himself that he's gonna be aimed at with a proper placing self. And that sound marks the death of Roshan. Let's see who just picked up the Aegis Assault. So it seems that since just now Roshan was down by the dire side itself, Weaver just picked it up, but since Radiant got it this time, so they just gave the Aegis to Knights. So Knights, the damager for the team. With BKB in hand, he has no problem trying to engage him. He doesn't have anybody else to disable him, except for the only one who can actually disable him at 1 point is only Lone Druid, which is using the bear itself to entangle. At 1 point, it's not that easy to ensure that that entangle really hits off on the hero itself. Right, the mid lane, we'll see if POM has anything more interesting to show itself. No items of changement. He only has a ring filler just for mana regeneration, as well as a little bit of agility itself. And he casts off arrow. If that one hit off one hero, I'll be surprised. Right? I'll be really surprised. Be damn. Right? Weaver returning back into the lane. Weaver's already done Mana Style right there. Quite beautiful. It's really hard enough to deal with one Weaver, knowing that Weaver is soft, but if you hit off on the illusion itself, it's gonna be even softer. And Miranda just missed out. Oh my god, a Dragon Knight already at Dragon 4 level 3 is the Elder Dragon form, which is the ice form itself, blue in color. And this took out the tier 2 tower in mid lane. So it seems that they took out their second tier 2 tower come from the dire side itself. So Dragon Knight going back, everybody's going back. Wow, this is funny now. Oh my god, he just got stunned. Nikes is left all alone. There goes the ice bust. Try to save Nikes. Makes a run for it. Armlet trick. Chase it. Lil Panda, go chase, Panda, go chase. Oh my god, bit more. And Aegis is out there. They try to chase him, and there goes stun on Jakiro. Jakiro goes down. One more kill on Nikes right here. My god. And Aegis is gone. 2-0 trade off. And that was a buyback by Nikes. Nikes is coming back into the game. Kill the Panda, kill the kid Panda. Panda is still alive. And down goes Dragon Knight. 3-0. Or should I say 4-0? Sorry about that. Nike's already bought back into the game. We're still waiting for Nike's to come back to be the savior itself, and knowing that 3 heroes are down and 48 seconds for Dragon Knights to come into the game, it's a good time to push in the mid lane. Right? Because Dragon Knight's going to be there. They have to rely on Knights itself to fan off against this side. And there goes a little Panda trying to hit up. Go Panda, go. Go Panda, go. Go. Fortification, come on Panda. You know it's fortification. Hit him. Nice, going in. Going on Rage. Armlet right there. And down goes Weaver. Down goes Sand King. So it was worth it after all. And Dragon Knight's really out of... Alright, chasing off on Lone Druid right there. Lone Druid, come on, change, Druid form, 1 point, can't. And double kill by Priest of the Moon right there. It was worth the buyback. Let's have a look. Did the tower break? Oh, the tier 3 tower in the mid lane is already broken. So basically it was a good push, but in the end they just managed to even back the scores to 21 and 21. The one who made it back was Bounty Hunter and the Sarge. So this time it's going to be pushed by the Radiant side. Sacred Water's trying to push on mid lane, knowing that Silver is already kind of got used to Silver, right? So it's a Lone Druid is at 42 seconds away. And they just bought back to the game. This might be on 5-5 right here in mid lane. Bounty Hunter just did a track on Prince of the Moon. Not sure why Prince of the Moon lead. Maybe it could evade the track. I'm not sure whether that we should watch the Mythbusters for Dota 2. But I don't think that happens with this guy. Right, because it's a normal attack. So everybody's back to the day jobs. It's like a weekday, you know, and the engagements are like weekends, where weekdays they're just back to the work, farming off bit by bit. Let's have a look at Rubik right here. Rubik only has the face bit, so basically he's just gonna be poly serving fully support right here. And go back to the game. We have Nikes, let's see, anything interesting. So he is still with the armlet of Modigan right here with the Abyssal Blade. It's not cheap to keep that Abyssal Blade because you know previously in 15-minute mark he already has it Skull Basher. So going on with the Abyssal Blade requires him to have another extra 3.8k to buy the Secret Relic. So it seems that Dragon Knight has the Lothar, or we call it 1. So we didn't see much heroes revealing themselves. They want to go for the gang this time. They want to make sure that they are the one ganking rather than being ganked at the same time. It makes a lot of difference. So it gives an initiative. Sometimes being ganked was part of the plan. Sometimes ganking was part of the plan, but it failed. Anything can happen in a Dota 2 match, right? Sometimes it's illusion. Sometimes it's a bait. It's all about strategy, and it's all about the execution of strategy itself. And sometimes it's just about luck. Mostly it's about luck, you know. Sometimes people call themselves a pro, but they were just lucky enough to just survive in the matches itself. Just press right click. We're now 43 minutes into the game, and since the both sides between Team FishBaLL and Secret Water.My is currently 21-21. Both sides are not giving it in. A few minutes back, we just had a push from Team FishBaLL in mid lane and just failed it off and died off 3 heroes. And they were pushed back again by the Radiant side. Secret Water decides to push, but they decided not to because Team FishBaLL just buy back on their own right. So kills the death assist right here. And last hits at the nice. Weaver, wow, 301 creeps in hand. Last hits. Beautiful one. And hero levels right here with level 21 and Weaver. While Nikes and Lone Druid tying it up at level 19. And having a look at the experience per minute right here, or we'll just have a look at this one. Alright, this is more interesting enough. Before that, just now Jerry explained that it seems that Team FishBaLL was currently leading in terms of goal, more or less like almost 9k, but then a few minutes back they are now just leading in a few much because they bought back just now, because it costs us a lot to just buy back into the game. Or maybe they were just spending a lot towards the match itself, or did they get much goal? Surprising. But the thing is, the difference between in terms of goal itself, it says that Team FishBaLL is leading in 14,000 gold right now. So it seems that they can afford like what, 1, 2, 3, approximately like after adding 600 more gold, they can afford 2 Divines. More or less like same like whatever happened just now, but just a bit more. Alright, we're still waiting for items to come up from these sides. Still waiting for both sides, and you can see Weaver in top lane right here. Weaver has a vitality booster. He will not go for Vanguard, obviously. It's too cheap of him. If he can afford himself Mana Style, I'm very sure he's going on for hard this time. Right, with Desolator right here, dealing damage, minusing armor at the same time. As all know, Desolator minuses armor reduction by 7. So it's quite painful indeed, so you don't want to mess with the guy. Let's have a look how teams are going on to. Let's have a look at Praise of the Moon. Alright. Alright, mid lane finally revealing themselves. The Lone Druid is back into the lane, and we can see the cute little panda. It's interesting enough this game because just now we didn't see the panda. We saw a bear, a real bear, rather than a, when it says that it's a spirit bear, it's really a spirit bear. But this one is a spirit bear that looks in the form of a panda, so it's cuter to have a panda. So guys, I'm not discriminating in any form, but it's cuter to have a panda, right? It's always beautiful in a way. Alright, seems that both teams are off the map. Gosh, somebody make something. It would be interesting if there was a divine and somebody steals it and game change, everything wins out. Where are both teams right now? They're still trying to search out for everyone right here. Nobody knows where anybody is. At least play some wards to at least reveal the enemy itself. It seems that they've already found the enemy. Lone Druid is actually in the bottom lane, just hit up on creeps right there. They should watch out. Watch out, engagement right here. They tried to kill off on Sand King. Sand King goes down, and there goes Rubik lifting up on Visage. Visage goes down. Kill familiars, killing off familiars. There's no use. I know you want that 100 extra gold, but relax. Everybody wants the goal, hitting off. One more, misses out. Oh damn, those familiars. One more hit, familiars hiding. Those 100 goals are a beauty. If you can't kill a bear for 300 gold, you should at least kill a familiar yourself. It gives you 100 each, right? And only 3 hits are sufficient enough. Is it just me or POT? I've just casted off arrow just to farm just now. That's okay, right? So we can see the beauty of the Elder Dragon form in mid lane. Let's get that beautiful blue Dragon Knight. The Dragon form, it can fly. The only difference is it has better mobility and higher health points at the same time. Right, it has bonus movement speed of 25 with a 60-minute duration and has an attack range of 372. What does it mean by bonus attack range? Basically, it's just changing yourself to range. It doesn't have to say all this, alright? And Weaver casting Swarm at top lane, so using as a diversion himself to farm bit by bit. And Weaver, nothing much right there. So hopefully how this game will go well is that I think for Team FishBaLL, if they were to have BKB, they would surf well. But I think knowing that in the other team they have knives, he has no problem engaging with heroes as a Black King bar because he only has to deal damage rather than trying to do magic damage as well because he has none of that. And they even have Dragon Knight. Because in Team Secret War they have Dragon Knight and Knights, so it's not going to be easy to fan up against these heroes. Especially we have Praise of the Moon itself in the lane. And on the other side, the only character we have right there, which has high durability itself, is only Lone Druid. And here we go, engagement right here, and then Roshan helping, come on Roshan, helping Dyer. Hit up somebody. Trying to kill up on Lone Druid right here. Lone Druid going down. Down goes Lone Druid. And Toronto already has a BKB, trying to make a run for it is Praise of the Moon. And that goes a stun of Visage right there, and that was a stun by Sand King to his Dragon Knight. Not a good position. We have Rubik and Dragon Knight in the same place.
If Axe was a tower,
should make a run for it. Rubik, run, Familius, run. Oh my gosh, and there goes 100, hit up, Jinata. Down goes Rubik. Chasing off on Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight doesn't have, oh my gosh, another miss on the arrow, and he basically leaped to the other side, but luckily he wasn't chased off, but it's okay. How many times does the arrow have to miss in the game? This engagement ties us up. And this time, Secret Water is currently leading in the 15-minute mark, 24-22. It's not a good form because FishBaLL was actually leading in the early stage of the game itself with gaps of 4, 2, 4 again, and 2 again. But this time, Secret Warrior is living by the gap of 2 kills. It quickly explains that the drops looks like, you know, it's not easy to fan up against 2 strength heroes itself. Especially when you have Knights and Dragon Knight right there. And especially when you have BKB itself, the skills coming on from Visage is insufficient itself to kill, especially if you're using the Soul Assumption itself. Right? And that makes the sound of Roshan being died once again, giving 200 gold to each of the dire side. This time Weaver picks it up. Oh my gosh. Alright, every time it's like this. If the dire side kills off Roshan, Weaver takes it. Every time the Radiant side is up, they just give it Knights itself. Or they might be giving him Dragon Knight. Right, because it's only logical here is to give it to it. There's no one else.
See no Weaver.
We're still waiting for the game changer to happen throughout the whole current game. You don't want to waste it. And since that from the game, let's have a look through the items here on both sides, right? It seems that we run with Yasha and that goes to pause. It's okay, it's a good time to take a breath. Right? Mirana having BKB right there with Diffusive Blade level T. Because at this point of the game, knowing that the enemy should be having high mana capacity itself, so level 1 is not sufficient enough. He has a higher mana burn. But the other side, let's see how this mana burn is this side. It provides with high agility, with high intelligence, but this one, Pneumatic burns 20 out of the 36 mana compared to 20, so it's faster mana burn going on and higher attack speed at the same time. So we have a connection from Bounty Hunter from Team FishBaLL, so we're just gonna wait out till he reconnects back into the game. Don't worry, we're not gonna DQ you for disconnecting to the game. Don't worry, AMD is not gonna be that cruel. Right? And greetings and welcome to those people who just came into the Low Yat Plaza. What you're watching right now on the ground floor of the Low Yat Plaza itself in the middle right here, which is located next to the escalator, is actually the AMD DotA 2 Tournament 2013, brought to you by AMD and organized by eClub with the gaming gears by Rize Equipments. And my name is FLAVA, and we're shoutcasting the game, the match B for the open tournament, for the AMD tournament itself, between Team FishBaLL versus Secret Water.My. The SW represents Secret Water and FishBaLL represents you know who, alright? And since that 51-minute mark of the game itself, Secret Water is currently leading 24-22 with only 2 kill gap. So you know that, the difference, the thing is, no matter what the gap is, when one team makes a mistake itself, the other team can take advantage of it and make the push and make it a win for the game itself. It's not about the amount of kills. It is part of it, but it's important itself to execute it for the win and not just for the kills itself. I've seen 11 wins, won over 50 wins before, and has happened in a lot of things. It's always these little mistakes that costs you the game itself. It's not about chasing the kills, it's about making you win the match itself, right? So FishBaLL giving a ready sign right there. So we might be continuing back into the game, so I should be having a drink right about now, just go the game starts. Don't start yet. Oh my god, it started already. Alright, my mouth is currently filled with pearls right now. Alright, quite disturbing lead catching coming from top. They just catch up with Weaver. Weaver doing time lapse, returning back into making a run for it. And so no, Prince of the Moon has a jam, so he has to be chasing that Weaver. Hopefully Shikuchi got stunned. And down goes Weaver. Oh my god, Weaver still has an ace. He's on standby trying to make the kill for it. And Sankey goes in with the ulti. And down goes Sankey directly despite using the ulti right there. Because BKB by Dragon Knight didn't get stunned. Visage goes down as well.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
So, in the attempt trying to save Weaver at the same time, Visage and Sankey just died off. They should have just let it go and tried to fan off the lane rather than trying to save him. Because Weaver is not having any trouble. He is safe from the lane itself. Right, you can see Weaver right there in bottom lane. Weaver already has the Heart of Taras. That will explain why he was able to survive quite long in the day himself. Right? And that goes the Spirit Panda. Spirit Panda making run ready. Spirit Panda being stunned. Run, run. Oh my gosh, Spirit Panda's gone. 300 gold. Why am I even rooting for this panda boys? I'm not rooting for the lone druid. I'm just making sure that the cute little panda doesn't die, so that the girl doesn't cry when the panda dies in the game. And what is this? And people explaining for those people who don't know the game itself, why is this person writing a line or something, right? It's not a line. It's a civil thing. Should be, but it's okay. So fanning off the lane. This time, Secret Water is making the gap even bigger this time. They managed to make it a gap of 4 kills. They're currently leading in the 53 minute into the game with 53 on the 54 minute of the game, 26 to 22. Jakiro, let's have a look to what Jakiro's purpose is. Jakiro's just going to do the wardings right here. He has a mechanism itself, serving full support, as well as Rubik. Rubik's just going to do more wardings than Jakiro itself, thinking that Jakiro, I'm doing better than you. That's okay. And Nikes, wow. Alright, the only difference is that before this he had a Abyssal Blade, but now it has Armlet and Mulligan. Sorry, he even had an Armlet before, but this time he's going for the Salt Caress. So rather than letting Dragon Knight buying it, he has more important things to do, right? He has other things he needs to buy. So basically, Dragon Knight's not doing the Salt Caress. Lifting out the bear, kill off the man like a hero, freaking hero. Oh my gosh, that is one tanky bear right there. 600, 500, 400. They're expanding all skills on a single panda. What else is going on right here? Killing off on Bounty Hunter right here. Despite having BKB, Bounty Hunter goes down. And Sankey being stunned right there. This might be the end for Sankey. A 2-0 trade-off. And they're trying to go for the Rex in mid lane. They don't have Bounty Hunter. They don't have Sankey. They only have a Lone Druid right here with Weaver. We're still waiting for Weaver to come and engage. Weaver is at the bottom lane, trying to Rex the bottom lane while the Radiant Scyther fight off in mid lane. So it seems that Radiant, Secret Water is trying to push the mid lane directly and making it for the win to Dice Ancient. And we don't think Weaver can do that alone. And this time Weaver returns back. Another miss by Priest of the Moon on arrow. My gosh, what's wrong with this field, Priest of the Moon? How can you miss an arrow in such a short closure match? It's okay. Dragon Knight almost dying a bit more. Finally, Dragon Knight goes down, but Weaver goes down as well. And coming back, Lone Druid comes back to the game. Weaver is back into the game. Sanking is out, not from buyback. We're trying to chase off. This might be down for Lifestealer goes down as well. Buyback again is Nikes. My gosh, this is interesting indeed. They're trying to do a chase of Jakiro. Jakiro dies off this time. Another buyback going on. My gosh, what is going on right here? Alright. So let's just have like look through to the buyback status for both sides, alright? So it seems that the only person that didn't buy back in the game was Priest of the Moon. Because he was the only one who didn't die. Right? And he managed to save that jam that he has since the 40 minute of the game itself. 40 to 5 maybe, right? So see the Secret Water or did a Rex on mid lane, and he managed to destroy one of the tier 4 towers right here. You can see in position right here. And that's a beautiful gem at your side being left out here, so we're still waiting for anyone for Dire side. So he said the Dire side is trying to push off in mid lane this time. They're going for the offensive this time. So both sides has one Rex. It's either we take it. So it seems that there's only 2 Rex already. This is not gonna be easy because basically it's already made a creep for the other side and it's already a buyback for both sides. So this is what I remember the game. Despite having war kills itself, it seems that Team FishBaLL is currently leading in terms of the pushing power of the towers itself because it's already mega creeps, and you can see that those creeps are having high health point than the ones that we have. So it's not going to be easy to fend up against the creeps as well as defending against the enemy heroes as well. Right? They're even having a hard time trying to defend the base itself to ensure that they don't lose base in tower itself. Try to chase out Praise of the Moon right here. Praise of the Moon, make a run, hit up. They tried to kill off on Nikes right here. Nikes goes down. Weaver got a king speed, dominating with double kill. Dragon Nikes, and Rubik is down. GG is being called. Despite having the advantage of having 22 to 29 right there, seems that Secret Water just lost at the cost of the match due to the loss of tower itself. So the winner for match B for the AMD tournament, Dota 2 tournament 2013 goes to Team FishBaLL. Congratulations. And next we'll be proceeding on the match with team, guys, what's my file? I forgot which team. Next up, we'll be having Lixiao versus Low Yat.net esports for match C. So both teams can just get into your places, and for those who are tuning into the Twitch TV, we'll be right back with you for more Dota 2 action. Stay tuned.